So we know that CMOS NAND gate. What is CMOS NAND gate? The CMOS NAND gate is nothing else but the operator of the CMOS NAND, AND gate. I'm talking about the AND gate. First we'll design AND gate, then we'll go for the NAND gate. For CMOS AND gate, first if I talk about AND gate, this is a 2-input AND gate, logical 2-input AND gate. If you give some inputs over here, this is output of the AND gate. Now feed the inputs. Button will be used as a input. Input 1, input 2. You can name it as A and B. Input A. See here earlier one, it was input A was red in color. In order to differentiate the different kinds of signals, we can even change the color here. I'm trying to change the input B equal to yellow color. And output, you can feed the output here. You can connection output and name that connection output as output. You can give the name green color to differentiate different signals. So now you can try to simulate it. You can even name this one. I have talked about this text symbol, right? You can click on this one. Once if you click on the device, wherever you want to name it, you can name it as AND. I don't know whether the entire thing will be fitting in that one or not. Yeah, okay. Now it has come over here. You can put it even inside this AND gate. Okay, now this is how you should give the name for this and any of the design. So now we'll try to simulate it. First 0 0. Initial state of the truth table of AND gate is 0 0. You can see the output. Then 0 1. A is 0 and B equal to 1. The output will be 0. Then again first 1 0. Output is this 1. Again 1 1. Output will be 1. So now let us see that timing diagram. See now. For entire thing, this is A, B, and output. For 0 0 0. So if it is 0 0 0, output is 0. For initial case, then 0 1 0. Again 0 0 has come while switching that 1. 1 0. Okay, this one. Okay, we have not completed that 1 1. I think so. We'll try to do that one. See now, whenever it is 1 1, you'll get the output equal to 1. In all other cases, 0 1 0 0 0 0 and 1 0, it is 0. So this is how we are supposed to obtain this timing diagram for the logical AND gate. For this one, we'll try to now design the CMOS structure. So first AND gate. What is the operator of AND gate? It's a dot. If dot is there, then definitely the PMOS has to be in parallel and NMOS will be in series. If we are having A dot B, Y is equal to A dot B as our Boolean equation, then it will be the PMOS should be in parallel. Then again the NMOS should be in series. So first let me take PMOS. I need 2 PMOS, so I'm trying to drag the 2 PMOS onto this window, and again I need 2 NMOS. 2 NMOS. So see now this particular transistor, if you see the connection, if you try to make a connection, it looks very awkward. To drag that wiring lines from between this transistor. So for that one, what I'll do is that I'll try to flip this one. I'll try to flip so that the gate terminal comes to the right part of this one. So it will be completely vertical flip. I'll try to select this one and click on this. Select this option. It is a flip, vertical flip, and click on this transistor. Now it becomes the whichever fashion we have drawn the circuit manually. Now by using the wire connection, you can make the wiring connection of this transistors. Connect both the source terminals and also connect both the Okay, now we have made these connections. And I should make the connection between the drain of NMOS and drain of PMOS, shorter drain of PMOS. And ground terminal should be connected to the second transistor of this structure. That's an AND A dot B structure. And from this one, we'll be using the VDD at the shorter drain or shorter source of the PMOS. Now you can click on that particular component and name the component. Now I'll try to name it as P1, and pin names. Okay, since I have not given the symbol title, it has not obtained here. Now P1, you can see the P1 name here. In the similar fashion, now this is a P2, and try to give the pin names and pin symbol title. Pin number is nothing else but it talks about the number one will indicate to the source, number two is for the gate, number three will be for drain terminal. So that's why in order to avoid that 1 2 3, I'm not trying to put this one. I'm not trying to tick this show pin number. So now P1, P2. Now you can even name this N1 and N2. N1 pin name symbol. Then again here naming of the second transistor is N2, pin name, pin symbol. Okay. Now you can see all this particular devices has been arranged in one particular fashion. The naming of devices has been done, terminal names have been given. But here, see here in this one for the second transistor, I need to take a longer wire in order to make this one. So for that one, what I'll try to do is that I'll try to put it here, and I'll try to make it as a vertical flip so that it becomes easy for making the connection between B input and the B input of this N2. So now I have clicked upon this vertical flip and click on the transistor. Now, since now the gate terminal has come on this on this right side, you can easily make the connection between this P2 and N2. That's the input B signal will be given there. So now you can easily make the connections. With the help of wiring diagram, you make the connections for transistors, wires, by using this wire connection or line. In this one, we have got an option called line. That line option is used for making the wiring connection. And I have connected the gate terminal of P1 to the gate terminal of N1. And in the similar fashion, I have connected the gate terminal of P2 to the gate terminal of N2. Now try to give the inputs for this inputs A and B. Gate, this button is being used here. Drag that button and put it here. And in the similar way here also. Okay, you can even flip this one vertically so that you can make the connections like this. Okay, and here I need the output. So first I'll add one line at the shorter drain of PMOS and drain of first NMOS. And by using this light or LED, which is used for obtaining the output, I'll make the connection here. Now I'll try to name the inputs. First one is input A. Input A. And here again for this one, input B. This is an output. Light is an output, so output. And now we have made all the connections. You can even see the WBL ratios, which has been taken randomly by the software as per the 0.12 micrometer technology. It is as per 0.12 micrometer technology. This particular software runs upon 0.12 micrometer technology. So the length is the aspect ratio of that particular technology. So now, once if you have completed, run simulation. When you run simulation, you'll this particular window will be popped up. Simulation control window will be popped up. Now, first we have given the 0 and 0. Try to give 0, 1. A will be 0 and input B equal to 1. So whenever the input this 1, if it is 0 is 1 is fed over here, then P2 will turn off, and this one, you can see this one, N2 is turned on. But since here A is equal to 0, P1 is turned on and N1 is turned off. So this is as per the nature and working condition of the PMOS and NMOS transistors. Now, 0, 1, 1, 1 for the 1, 1 condition, we know that both the PMOS will be turned off and both NMOS will be turned on. So that's why we can see here output is equal to 0 for 1, 0 condition. For 1, 0 condition, if it is 1, 0 condition, you can find here that the P1 is turned off. Why? Because 1 is fed as an input, the PMOS will be turned off at logical 1 and N1 will be turned on. For this one, 0 is fed here, so P1, P2 is turned on, and whereas this N2 is turned off. And I have given this one input, so let me see the timing diagram. So see now, for 0, 0, for 0, 0, as per the AND gate, we are supposed to get an output as 0. But you can see that the output which I have obtained here is, it is 1, logical 1. So it means that it is exactly opposite whatever we have given. Whatever we want to obtain as an output for that particular AND gate. So now for 0, if A input is equal to 0 and B equal to 1, then definitely we are supposed to get output to be 0. But here we have got obtain output equal to 1. So for 1, 1 case, whenever it is 1 and 1, the AND gate operation, whenever input A equal to 1 and input B equal to 1, then output should be 1. But here the output which you have obtained is a logical 0. So it goes on like that for different cases of the AND gate. It means that whatever the circuit you have drawn here, this is a circuit which is exactly equal to CMOS NAND gate. So in order to convert this one CMOS structure into AND gate, we are supposed to connect one inverter over here at the output part, so that you will be getting the it will obtain the outputs of CMOS AND gate. So let us do that one now. Draw one inverter here. Connect the source and drain of this inverter. Then again, VDD is given as an input to the PMOS source terminal, and for the source terminal of NMOS, we are feeding the ground terminal. Now name these transistors. The naming of the transistor, this is P3. This is P3, and show the name, pin symbols. You can see the names as obtained here. Source, gate, and drain terminal. It's a PMOS 3, and again N3. Show pin name, pin symbols. So now we have made the connections. Let me connect this one wire. See, and now, since I have dragged this wire upon this line, there is no contact. It means that electrical contact has not been done here. Anyway, we don't want any kind of electrical contact here, because if you make an electrical contact, entire your circuit will work in a completely different manner. So if the contact is not there, I'm talking about this contact, which you find here in yellow color dot. This, if it is there, means there is an electrical contact has been done. Well, since there is not there, it means that there is no electrical contact between this structure and this inverter. Okay, now we have got this complete circuit. Now we'll try to again simulate this one by feeding the same input 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. So first 0, 0. For AND gate, we will be obtaining the output to be 0. For 0, 1, A equal to 0, B equal to 1. You can see that output of the AND gate will be 0. Then again 1, 1. For the 1, 1 state, the output will be 1. For 1, 0, A equal to 1 and B equal to 0, output will be 0. Now let me give it randomly quickly. and I'll try to obtain the timing diagram. So see now, this is a timing diagram. Whenever the input is equal to 0, both inputs are 0, the output will be 0. If one input A is equal to 0 and B input is 1, then output will be 0. If both the inputs are 1, the output is going to be 1. In all the other cases, except this, both inputs are 1, both the inputs are in high state, the output will be 1 or else it will be 0. So this is the timing diagram for CMOS AND gate as a whole, and also CMOS NAND gate for this structure. So let us try to simulate, let us try to obtain the Verilog program for this one. So go to file, click on make Verilog file, and you can obtain this Verilog one. See now, module name, what are the inputs for this one? You can see what are the signals, A, B, and output 5. So it is A, B as input, and these are 3 signals. So A, B, 5. Among this one, you should name again. A and B are the inputs, output 5 is the output. Then again, you should name the signals for each and every transistor. For N2, talking about N2, what are the signals for the N2? The signals are here first. From the gate, one signal will come out, and from the source, another signal will come. And at the drain, you'll be having some output. So see here, that's why it is given as for N2, wire 2. For N2, the inputs are VSS, excuse me, the inputs are VSS, and again another input is B, and the wire W2 wire is nothing else but the wire between this N1 and N2. We should make a connection. Okay, here we have directly incorporated both these transistors. So it is wire 1 to wire 2, and again for N1. For N1, what are the inputs? The input A will be the input for N1. Again, output will be this one. That's a wire 4. It has taken this particular one, which goes as an input to the inverter, and the another input will be wire 2. So it is equal to W4. W means wire. W4, W2, and A. And similarly for the P2. For the P2, what are the inputs? VDD will become one input. Again, ground terminal, that's a B, will become as another input. Then here this line will become as one of the output. So what is this line? In this one, we have it is taken as wire 4. Wire 4 is the output of this one. So P2 is called wire 4. First outputs, write always first outputs, then inputs. Wire 4, VDD, and B as an input. Then again, for the P1, the inputs are VDD, gate terminal, that's a A, and this is a wire 4 as an output. So for P1, wire 4, VDD, and A are the inputs. Wire 4 is the output for exclusively for this particular one transistor P1. For coming to the P3, for P3 device, the output will be, for P3 device, the output is what? Out 5. So output is out 5, and inputs are VDD and this gate terminal. What is this gate terminal? It is coming from this one, which is nothing else but wire 4. So it is for P3, output is out 5, VDD is a one in output is out 5, VDD is another input, W4 is a wire 4 is one of the input. Similarly for the N3. For N3, inputs are, you can see here, the input is gate terminal, that's it, that is coming from the wire 4. Wire 4, VS is another input, and output is this one, out 5. So output is out 5. So this is how you will be obtaining the CMOS, Verilog code for any kind of CMOS structure you try to design in this DSCH1. You can name it and you can save it for the further. In order to generate the layout, we need all this Verilog programs.